I don't hear a lot of channels talking about transition and growing older and growing with your homestead into your golden years. Hello and welcome back to Maplewood Homestead. My name is Nancy and I'm down here checking on our rabbits that are due in the next couple of days with baby bunnies. So I just want to see how they're doing. I put out some nesting boxes for them. They are about to transition back into motherhood. And that's what today's video is going to be about. Change, transition, and seasons. So let's get started. Wynn, what are you doing? Perfectly good nesting box. She decides the corner is a better place. I'm going to have to move this. And then we have Miss Sally over here. Good job, Sally. I was beginning to wonder if she was bred or not. And this looks pretty promising that she was successfully bred. I don't know about you, but where we are, it is definitely cold and flu season. You know what I'm talking about. Somebody's always sick, or people you know are sick, or the kids are coming home sick. It's a season of illness. And it struck our house last week. And I wanted to talk about what does that look like when the season of sickness hits your house and you're a homesteader. Because guess what? All of the animal chores still need to get done. It doesn't matter if you have a stomach bug or a head cold. They've got to get fed. They've got to get taken care of. Last week, the norovirus hit our house and hit it bad. So Tuesday, my husband got it and he was laid out, which was fine. I was not sick. The kids were not sick. And so we took care of business on the farm. Animals got fed, animals got cared for, not a problem. Come Friday morning, I got hit bad with it. At this point, my husband was still recovering from Tuesday. I don't know if you know, but it is a hard-hitting stomach bug. So he was much better, but wasn't all the way recovered. Then I got sick. The kids were feeling queasy as well. Yeah, not good. However, even though everyone was sick, there were still animals out in the barn that needed to be taken care of. So what did we do? When that time comes, you do the bare minimum. What do I mean by that? Maybe the goats don't get grain. Maybe all they get is hay, making sure all the waters are topped off. Just the basic needs are met, and you just stumble through until you can get better. This is the wayward hen. Could call her Henny Penny, but I'm going to start calling her Pigpen Penny. She intentionally escaped the barnyard, has roamed around in the woods. I don't know how she's avoided getting eaten, but comes over here and sifts through the pig poop and tries to steal their grain when I throw it out to them. She's resourceful, that's for sure. But it also got me thinking too, that's not the only season going on right now for us. Right now is also a season of transition. And let me tell you a little bit what I mean by that. We're coming out of a season of burnout, honestly. Last year, our garden got away from us and we were just operating to maintain everything. We didn't really excel or add or get excited about anything on the farm. And I really think we had hit a point of burnout. Like I said, this was our 6th year doing it. And at that point, the novelty has definitely worn off. And now it becomes routine. It becomes a part of your life. And like any other area of life, you can have burnout. However, in starting this channel and dreaming again and thinking about things we can do and add to the farm, I think it's what we needed, just a season of rest, a season of, because now as we transition from winter months into spring months, we are transitioning from burnout to rebirth in the area of our farm. This is my garden. No, I'm not joking. This was one of 2 gardens that I keep. This was what I referred to as my canning garden. As you can see, it's pathetically overgrown, and we have some big plans for what we're going to turn this into. So definitely have to see that.
This is our kitchen garden. It's right up next to our house. And this totally was so depressing that it got so out of control. And we actually use a no-till method for our gardens. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done before we get it underway this spring. But we have a really cool plan in store, and you're going to be seeing a video on that soon. So stay tuned. And this is my greenhouse. We built this back in 2020, and obviously I didn't do a good job installing the door hinges because it's come off. So that's going to be repaired and obviously cleaned out. It's a little scary how bad it's got, but I can't wait to show you the magic that's going to happen this spring with it.
And I'm really excited about that because David and I have some really great plans. I can't wait to show you. I believe it's going to be the next video that comes out. We're going to go ahead and do a tour of our homestead and talk about future plans for 2024 and beyond for our farm. Here's the buck pen. Remember our little guy here from the couple videos ago? He is definitely feeling a lot more himself. Hey, Prince. Mr. Caesar's definitely growing big. But if you know anyone, he's looking for a home, he's doing better, and he's ready to go to a new home. And in mentioning that, it brings me to a third type of season. It's also a season of transition, but life transition. You see, our children are in their late teen years. One of them is getting ready to become an adult and go off to college and do college stuff. And the other two are not far behind them as we had 3 and 3 years. So I think this is going to go pretty fast. That means our family needs are going to change. That means our family dynamics are going to change. That means the workforce on the farm is going to change. And for that, we need to transition. But more importantly, David and I specifically need to start planning for not just next year, but 5 years down the road when our children are now have left us. The three little pigs are doing great. Ironically, they have pecans. They have made a nest in there, but then they've also relocated part of their nest over there, which I thought was really interesting. In saying that, that also brings about our third point of seasons and change. And that's as David and I think about, hey, we're not getting any younger, our kids are moving on, we're going to keep doing this. So what does that look like for us in the next 10 years? We have to start planning now to set up infrastructure and the way things we want it to be on the farm for when it's just he and I. They're the 8 Muscovy ducklings from this spring, and unfortunately their time has come. They are meat birds for us, but I have really enjoyed having them on the farm. They're a very good source of meat. I don't hear a lot of channels talking about transition and growing older and growing with your homestead into your golden years. But I'd be interested. Are you an older homesteader? Do you have any comments you'd like to post below to help us out? What should we consider? What are we not thinking about? Would love to hear what you have to say and would love to have you on the journey with us going into 2024 and beyond. But I want to encourage you, come back and join us next week with the homestead tour and all the videos beyond as we learn what this looks like as we change and grow, as our children change and grow, and as Maplewood Homestead changes and grows.